Welcome back. We were having a conversation with Ian Houghton, who is a motivational expert, and we were talking about, the dreams that sat on the shelf, trying to get yourself moving forward, getting over that inertia. And you were talking about how you need to reset your fear level.
Right.
Fear of failure, I guess, fear of
Right.
all these other things about moving forward. Can you explain a little bit more in detail about how you reset that fear level?
Yeah, well, again, for me, it's always about doing something that's scarier than what you're trying to achieve. That's the easiest way for me to explain it. Because the moment you do something that's more scary than what you're currently trying to achieve, now when you go back to achieve that, well, it's a piece of cake. The problem is that if you don't push yourself further, if you don't push your own boundaries, and you stay in that comfort zone, well, you're always going to be in that comfort zone. And you just said something about the inertia right then, which is so important, and I've said this to so many people. The hardest part of starting anything is the initial push. So imagine there's a boulder on the top of a hill. The hardest part is the initial push.
Right.
But once it starts rolling, you can push it any direction you want it to go. The problem is most people don't. They stand on the top, they let it roll, and they go, well, there it goes. So you can stand at one side of it and push it one way, stand at the other side of it and push it another way. It's the same way with life, right? We direct our life in the direction we want it to go.
Well, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
That's right.
Right. Okay, how important is accountability?
Accountability is everything. It's what stops you from doing something or what forces you to do something. I hold myself accountable to two very important people in my life. And what's really interesting about this is we all have these people inside of us. So the first person that I hold myself accountable to is me.
Okay.
When I was 7 years old. When I had my goals, my dreams, my aspirations. Girls weren't in the equation at that point, right? So it was all about, what did I want to do? What did I want to achieve? And you hadn't failed at anything at the age of 7, so there was no fear. So we can tap into that 7-year-old inside of us anytime we want. And you better believe they'll kick you up the butt.
So take a
anytime
moment
you
to
want.
remember what it was that you were passionate about as a kid.
Go back to that thinking process.
Okay.
Because you know what it's like being 7. Think back to when you were 7. You can get there right now.
Okay.
The other person I'm answerable to, funnily enough, is me again, but this time I'm 90. And I'm sitting there reflecting back upon my life. What did I achieve? What did I accomplish? Was it enough for me? I never want to get to a place where I go, you know what, I wish I'd have done. I say I'd rather do something and fail than never do it and always wonder. That's why I make the moves that I make. That's why I do the things in business that I do. At least at the end of it, if I fail, I go, well, whatever, it didn't work out. Next.
Okay, so it's holding yourself accountable to your 90-year-old and your 7-year-old. So, but what are the best ways to hold yourself accountable?
Well, the best way to hold yourself accountable is to tell as many people as you can. Post it on your social media. Tell all your family and friends. Why? Very simple. If you don't follow through, you're gonna look foolish. So when you tell as many people, you better follow through now, because everyone's waiting for you. Everyone's watching what you do. You want to follow through. You truly want to do something. Tell as many people as you can.
Really?
Yes.
But I guess that goes back to fear, right?
Right.
You don't want to expose yourself and like, well, then I fail. If I fail, then everybody knows.
Right. Yeah, well, and it's the truth
Is that
of
the
matter.
motivation for saying do it on social media?
Yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, it's like, look, at the end of the day, we all end up in one place. Once life is over, we end up in one place. How do you want to live that life? Is that the life that you want to live? And are you happy internally to do it? Or are you sitting there saying, I'm not happy, I'm not truly internally fulfilled? And if you're not, then you've got to get up, you've got to make it happen. Because no one has your interests at heart better than you do. Don't wait for anybody else. Don't be sitting there thinking, well, okay, well, yeah, but these people are going to help me move forward.
Ian, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I really do. Well, social media can be so much fun, especially when it backfires on you in 150 characters or less. And one slugger just had a breaking baseball season. Daily Flash is hitting it out of the park with news and entertainment.